A strange message on your child's phone just made your blood run cold. It's the exact moment you realize the internet isn't just a distraction, but a place where their actual safety is on the line. Most parents think they have to handle it alone or just confiscate the device, which actually makes the situation worse. By the end of this, you'll know exactly who to contact, what to say, and how to get real professionals on your side to handle it calmly. We spend so much time worrying about screen time limits, eye strain, and whether our kids are watching the right videos. And those are completely valid concerns. But there is a different tier of digital parenting that almost no one talks about until it happens to them. You know the moment. You glance over your child's shoulder, or you check their tablet after they go to sleep, and you see something that makes your stomach drop. Maybe it's a conversation with an older user on a gaming platform. Maybe it's a threatening group chat. Or maybe it's a request for a photo that no kid should ever be asked to send. In that split second, the parental instinct is to grab the device, shut it down, and ban the app forever. It feels like the only way to protect them. But here is the part most parents miss. Taking the phone away right then actually cuts off your child's lifeline and destroys the trust you need to navigate what comes next. More importantly, it doesn't actually solve the problem on the other side of the screen. The person bothering your child is still out there, and the evidence might be gone. This is where you need to know about the dedicated safety teams operating behind the scenes of the apps and platforms your kids use. These are not the regular customer service reps who help you reset a forgotten password. These are specialized units staffed by people who are specifically trained to handle child exploitation, severe cyberbullying, grooming, and extortion. They are often former educators, social workers, and law enforcement liaisons. And knowing exactly how to bypass the automated bots and get a real human on one of these teams can change the entire outcome for your family. But getting to them isn't as simple as clicking a little flag icon on a screen. In fact, doing it the wrong way can actually trigger an automated response that tells you everything is fine, leaving you feeling completely helpless. Let's walk through exactly how this ecosystem works, so you are never caught off guard. Imagine this. Your 10-year-old is playing a popular multiplayer game. They are just trying to build a virtual house, but another player starts messaging them privately. At first, it's just talking about the game. Then it shifts to asking what grade they are in. Then it moves to asking for pictures. Your child doesn't recognize the danger. They just think this is a nice older player who wants to be their friend. When you finally see the chat log, your heart is pounding. The instinct is to block the user and delete the chat. But if you do that, the platform's automated system never sees the context. The bad actor just creates a new account and finds the next kid. Instead, you need to escalate this to the platform's specialized safety responders. Most major tech companies have a dedicated trust and safety portal specifically for child safety issues. It is usually hidden deep in the help center, often labeled under legal requests, law enforcement portals, or child safety reporting. When you submit a report through these specific channels, it bypasses the standard queue. You aren't just asking the app to remove a post. You are flagging a severe safety violation that requires human review by a specialist. You will need to provide the exact usernames, the timestamps, and most importantly, you will need to preserve the evidence. Do not delete the messages. Take screenshots, record the screen, and save the web addresses of the profiles. The safety team needs to see the progression of the conversation to understand the context and take appropriate action, which might include preserving the data for law enforcement. Now here is where it gets interesting, and where a lot of parents get frustrated because they don't know what to expect. When you submit this report, you might not get an immediate phone call. These teams are handling incredibly sensitive, high-volume situations. What you will usually get is a secure confirmation and sometimes a case number. They will review the evidence. If they determine that a child is in imminent danger, they have direct pipelines to specialized organizations who then coordinate with local law enforcement. But what if the danger isn't imminent? What if it's severe cyberbullying or a scam targeting your teen? The safety team will review the evidence and take action against the offending account. This might mean a permanent ban, hardware banning so the person can't just make a new account, and preserving the data. But here is the catch that catches a lot of parents off guard. Because of privacy laws and the way these platforms operate, the safety team usually cannot tell you exactly what action they took against the other user. You might just get an email saying the issue has been resolved. It feels like a black box, but it is actually a legal boundary designed to protect the integrity of the investigation and the privacy of all users involved. If you want calmer, more confident parenting in a screen-filled world, sticking around is probably the simplest way to stay one step ahead of what your kids are facing. The digital landscape shifts every single week, and having a reliable guide in your corner makes all the difference. Let's talk about the other side of this equation. What if the platform isn't responding fast enough? Or what if the threat is coming from outside the app entirely, like through a text message or an email? This is where you need to know about the independent safety organizations that act as a bridge between parents, tech companies, and law enforcement. In the United States, the Cyber Tipline is the central hub for this. It is operated by a dedicated nonprofit, and when you submit a report there, it is reviewed by trained analysts. They don't just file it away. They analyze the data, and if it meets the criteria for child exploitation, they forward it directly to the appropriate law enforcement agency. The beautiful thing about this route is that you don't need to be a tech expert to use it. You just provide the facts, the phone numbers, the email addresses, or the social media handles, and they do the heavy lifting of tracking it down across different platforms. Picture this scenario, which is becoming tragically common. Your teenager makes a mistake. They send a compromising photo to someone they met online, thinking it was a peer. Suddenly, the person reveals they are an adult, and they start demanding money, threatening to send the photo to everyone in your teen's school if they don't pay. Your teen is in absolute panic mode. They are terrified to tell you because they think you will take their phone away and punish them. This is the exact moment your reaction dictates whether your child comes to you for help or hides in shame. If you stay calm, if you tell them they are not in trouble and that you are going to fix this together, you become their safe harbor. Then, you don't just report it to the app. You go straight to the specialized safety portals and the independent reporting hubs. You report the extortion. The safety teams and the specialized nonprofits know exactly how to handle this. They know how to work with the platforms to scrub the images from the internet, and they know how to coordinate with authorities to track the predator. But they can only do that if you preserve the evidence and report it through the right channels. Navigating these high-stakes moments is incredibly stressful, and it is completely normal to feel like you are flying blind. If you want a concrete roadmap for handling these exact digital crises without losing your cool or your connection with your kid, I've put together a free sample chapter of my Parenting in the Digital Age Guide. It covers the exact scripts to use when your child confesses a digital mistake and how to set up your home tech so you are protected before a crisis even hits. You can grab that free chapter linked right in the description below. It's a quick read, but it will give you a massive sense of relief. Once you have made the report, the real parenting work begins. This is the part that no manual really covers. You are now in a waiting period. The safety team is doing their work, but your child is still sitting right next to you, probably feeling anxious, guilty, or scared. How you handle this waiting period is crucial. If you took the phone away in a panic, your child is now isolated. They can't see if the bully is saying more things, and they feel punished for being victimized. If it is safe to do so, keeping the device accessible, but with you sitting right there, allows you to monitor the situation together. It shows your child that you are a team. You are facing the digital world together, not hiding from it. Use this time to talk about what happened, not with anger, but with curiosity. Ask them how they felt when the conversation started shifting. Ask them what they thought the other person's intentions were. This isn't about interrogating them. It is about building their internal radar. You are helping them recognize the subtle red flags so they can spot them on their own next time. Because there will be a next time. The digital world is vast, and we cannot bubble wrap every interaction they have. We have to build their internal compass. But there is one real problem that catches a lot of well-meaning parents off guard when they try to build this internal compass. We often try to teach kids about online safety using fear. We show them scary news stories, we tell them about the dangers of strangers online, and we warn them about the permanent consequences of their digital footprint. But research in child psychology shows that fear-based messaging actually makes kids less likely to come to us when something goes wrong. They associate the digital world with shame and panic, so when they make a mistake, their brain's instinct is to hide it from the people who scare them the most, which is us. And this one small shift changes everything. Instead of focusing on the terrifying things that could happen, focus on the empowering things they can do. Teach them how to adjust their privacy settings. Teach them how to block and report within the apps they use. Teach them the exact script to use if someone asks them for personal information. When kids feel capable and equipped, they are much more likely to come to you when they encounter something they can't handle. This brings us to how you can set up your home environment so that you rarely have to use these emergency safety teams in the first place. It starts with physical boundaries. Keep devices out of bedrooms and bathrooms. Charge them in a central location overnight. This isn't about being a dictator. It is about protecting their sleep and ensuring that the most vulnerable hours of the day are spent offline, where they can actually decompress. It also means becoming a digital mentor rather than just a digital monitor. Sit down and play the games they play. Watch the videos they watch. Ask them to show you how to use the new features on the apps they love. When you show genuine interest in their digital life without judging it, they will naturally share more with you. You become a trusted guide, not just a warden checking their screen time. I know every family's dynamic is completely different, and what works for one household might be a total disaster in another. What is the one screen time rule or digital boundary that actually works in your home? Let me know in the comments below. I genuinely love reading your strategies and learning from what is working for your families. At the end of the day, knowing how to contact a child safety team, understanding how to preserve evidence, and knowing how to navigate the reporting portals is incredibly important. It is a vital safety net for the modern family. But it is just that, a net. It is there to catch you if you fall. It is not the foundation. The true foundation of your child's online safety is the relationship you have with them offline. When your child knows, deep in their bones, that you will not overreact, that you will not immediately confiscate their device, and that you will help them fix their mistakes without shaming them, they will come to you. They will bring you the weird messages, the uncomfortable requests, and the scary situations long before they escalate into a crisis. The digital world is going to keep evolving. The apps will change, the games will update, and new platforms will emerge that we can't even imagine today. The threats will shift and adapt. But the one thing that never changes is the power of a calm, connected, and trusting relationship between a parent and a child. You don't need to be a tech genius to keep your kids safe online. You just need to be their safe place to land. And if you can be that for them, you are already doing a better job than you realize.